Today, the Nike swoosh is one of the most recognizable symbols in the world. But did you know it was created by a student for just $35? The journey of this logo is full of surprising twists, bold decisions, and a vision that changed sports forever. Let's dive into the complete evolution of the Nike logo. 1971. The birth of the swoosh. In 1971, Nike was not Nike yet. The company was called Blue Ribbon Sports, founded by Phil Knight and Bill Bowerman. They needed a strong identity for their new shoe line. They turned to a graphic design student named Carolyn Davidson. She designed the swoosh, a symbol meant to represent motion, speed, and the wing of the Greek goddess of victory, Nike. Phil Knight wasn't fully convinced at first, famously saying, "I don't love it, but it will grow on me." This was the birth of the iconic swoosh. 1971, 1978. The first official logo. The first official Nike logo had the swoosh with the word Nike placed over it in bold, italicized text. It looked raw, but it represented movement and energy. At this stage, Nike was still a young company trying to establish itself against Adidas and Puma. The logo was aggressive, loud, and designed to stand out. 1978, 1985. Simplicity and strength. In 1978, Nike made its first major change. The word Nike was separated from the swoosh, placed just above it in Futura bold font. This was a step towards simplicity. The swoosh was now given more space to breathe, more power to be recognized on its own. The reason for this change was simple. Nike was expanding globally, and they needed a cleaner, more professional look that worked across shoes, jerseys, and advertisements. 1985 and 1995, the Jordan era and brand identity. The mid-80s was when Nike truly exploded. With Michael Jordan signing in 1984, Nike introduced the Air Jordan line, and suddenly, basketball and sneakers became a cultural phenomenon. The logo often appeared with the wordmark Nike above the swoosh. This combination created a strong, unified identity. It was bold, confident, and matched the rebellious spirit of the brand. During this period, the swoosh started appearing alone more often, slowly training customers to recognize it without any text. 1995, the standalone swoosh. In 1995, Nike made the most significant decision in its history. They officially dropped the word Nike from the logo, leaving only the swoosh. By then, the swoosh had become so globally recognized that it no longer needed a name beside it. This was a bold move that only a few brands in history could pull off. Apple has its bitten apple, McDonald's has its golden arches, and Nike had the swoosh. This was the ultimate declaration of confidence. 2000s present, minimalism and timelessness. From the 2000s to today, the swoosh has remained unchanged. It appears in black, white, or simple color variations depending on the product. Nike's logo evolution is a perfect example of minimalism, becoming simpler and cleaner over time, while its power and recognition only grew stronger. Which logo was the best? So which logo was the best? Many people love the raw energy of the 1971 version. Others admire the boldness of the 80s era. But most agree that the 1995 standalone swoosh is the ultimate symbol, pure, iconic, and timeless. Today, it represents not just a sports brand, but a lifestyle, a culture, and a global movement. And that's the complete evolution of the Nike logo, from a 35-student project to one of the most powerful symbols on Earth. Which version do you think was the best? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more amazing brand stories.